10 for sure.
Yeah, that would be a 0 out of 10 without a doubt.
It's just not look like I'm absolutely uncouth and from Essex. I'll pour my beer into the glass, or the last remnants of it. Is the music going yet?
I just found
Cool
this
background. I like it.
Oh yeah, is that your house?
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool.
The thing is, they, at least in the beginning of the game, they bombard you with items of this theme. With
Oh, they do.
bamboo everything. So yeah, that was the first aesthetic I could actually go with and complete. So.
All right, we are live, and the music has completed.
All right.
Oh, good. Well done. Before we start proper, with a few things we need to get clarified. Firstly, Matt, would you like to explain why there is no show from last week on YouTube?
There is no show from last week on YouTube because I was horribly intoxicated. I was talking with Liam before the show. I bought a keg for my 24th birthday, and we started drinking at like 10 in the morning and kept the party going until 5 the next day. I don't think I've been as drunk as I was last week since then, since that party. So
you were pretty drunk, and then you just disappeared, and we just left it running.
It's just an empty chair.
It was an empty chair. It was great.
So, secondly, is it just you hate all people's birthdays, or just those that aren't your own?
all birthdays. I hate celebrating
All
my
birthdays.
own. Yeah.
Okay, is this just now we're going to have a moratorium on no birthday episodes because you will purposefully sabotage them otherwise?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay. Okay.
Apologies. Apologies.
Mitch was
to
allowed
Mitch.
on for one, and
Right.
it didn't even make it to YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do feel bad, and apologies to him.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, now he's unicycling from his flat to the studio. There's no one's going to steal that and just leave him with a seat.
You guys read the comments, right? There was one guy that jumped in and he's like, "You're officially in LA or a Los Angeles."
An Angelino.
Yeah.
An Angelino. Yeah, that was the term.
Yeah. I got my bike stolen at university, but never locked the front tire. I know he doesn't want to hear that, but because you can just take it off like quite easily.
So
anyways.
what kind of friend are you? Are you going to give him that advice now?
I should have done it on the birthday episode. I was preoccupied with waiting to see what Berkough was going to say.
You should be careful what you say, because we're coming to you next, Evan.
Oh shit!
In terms of the temperance movement that I'm now belonging to, despite drinking beer. Cheers, everybody. So we've got Matt, who needs to refuse the booze.
Yep.
You are abusing that share button so much that this is the intervention episode. I was speaking to your fiance before, and she was saying that if you use that share button any more than you currently are, your eyes will probably melt, and your palms will get furry.
It's funny you say that, because on the episode that no one saw about the controllers, the PlayStation 5
you were saying
controller,
how tiny and useless the share button was, and now
I realize
every moment.
The reason why it's so hard to push is because I've pushed it so much. It's practically flush with the fucking front of the controller. That's why. Now I realize.
He's also trying to stress test the servers of Twitter, like with how much video it can withhold, you know. So he's sharing everything.
And lastly, for you, Evan.
Yes.
Are you going to agree to the stakes that now the internet don't know about of Double or Nothing, because you still haven't done your Apex stream, you useless bastard?
No, I haven't done it, have I?
Can you share that so everyone could watch it?
I reinstalled Apex even. So
Just
I now
for that.
have it. Yeah, I now have it on
Alright.
my PS4.
Let's find a time. That's pretty rich from me saying this. Let's find a time where we can all jump on and play together. It's Golden Week in Japan, which means I'll be sitting inside doing nothing. So I'm
Well, tomorrow would work, wouldn't it?
Yes, just do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, sure. Do it tomorrow. Sure.
Make sure you still got it installed. Make sure it's updated.
Should be updated. Should be all good.
What would that be?
Taking 2 minutes anyway with his speeds, so it doesn't really
So
matter.
should we do say? Let's get this booked in, shall we? Shall we say 8:30 tomorrow morning? We'll start.
My 8:30.
No, my 8:30. You fucking crazy.
Sure. Let me check what time that is. But
That would be 3:30 in the afternoon. No, 5:30 in the afternoon.
yeah, I could do that.
Oh, that's my midnight.
Yeah.
All right.
So the normal time that we'd stream if we were streaming on a Sunday morning / Saturday night,
Okay.
and we
So
can
it's
get it
evolved.
done.
That's just basically technically later today for you, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like tonight, Matt.
All right.
Tonight.
Yeah.
So
It's,
in between, Matt, in
4:30.
between now and then, there's time for you not to drink.
I was gonna say I'll try not to get too pissed.
All right. Yeah. 4:30 my Sunday. 4:30 p.m. So I can do that.
I can see you're really excited about it.
Yes. I did bring a beverage to make up for it. I know you wouldn't let me on an episode if I didn't bring what you'd been asking for.
Don't change the subject. Which character are you going to play as?
I don't know any of their names.
Okay, that's a good start then. Right, so Liam,
Pathfinder?
how's things in Cambridge?
Lockdown. Not much going on here. Right. Very quiet.
Great. Michael, how's things on your tropical island where you're getting bells to give to a loan shark and then basically decimate the entire ecosystem of every surrounding island?
Quiet and uneventful. I've got
And
a
Dan,
fossil.
why the fuck are you
being
wearing
done there.
sunglasses indoors?
Because they're also my glasses, and I can't find my glasses, and I'm hungover, so it's kind of I can see you all, and then also because my eyes had to put contacts in today, so that's why. There's a few reasons.
You weren't trying to drink. You weren't trying to drink through your eye like Eyeball Paul from that film. That
Yeah,
no,
I
can't
did that.
remember the
I
name
did
of.
that at uni about over 10 years ago. I haven't done it for 10 years, so I won't be doing it again.
Yes, old eyeball Paul from that film that we don't know the name of it. I remember that one.
It was. Oh Christ!
Is it not? Is it not? Hot Fuzz, not Hot Fuzz, is it? Isn't it one
No,
with
no.
Eyeball Pole? Oh shit, where's that from?
I think that's Edgar Wright's best movie, by the way. But
Oh yeah.
that's a story for
No,
another time.
I go back and forth between that and Baby Driver.
Oh, that's
I
right.
love that
You,
Love
It
that.
was. Eyeball Paul. I'm trying to Google it. Kevin and Perry Go Large.
That's it. And it's a British film. Yeah.
I've never
Oh,
seen
yeah,
it.
I know
Great
what you're
film.
talking about.
It's a great film.
It's fucking disgusting.
You can't see it. Because,
I'll put it on the list.
When did that come out?
1998, wasn't it?
That
Wow.
looks.
Oh, 2000. Okay.
I was gonna say that
That poster.
design for that poster looks like it came out in 2000.
Yeah,
It was 90s fashion. Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
it's giving me Malibu's Most Wanted vibes.
There you go.
no, it's two teenagers, one of whom's played by a woman called Pauline Quirk.
Yeah.
Excuse
Which
me.
is not you won't get quite a lot of humor because you're stupid Americans.
What accent was that?
It's about as good as the Russian accent that they do
okay.
on Glow, which is a TV show on Netflix. Right.
I've heard that's good.
We are the Beerumverate. I'm feeling a bit today, so I think I'm doing really well so far. Well done, me. I blame all of you because I've taken up the view, Lord Donald of Trump, to never blame myself for anything and always blame someone else.
Seems to be
I
working
think
out
it's a
for
good
him.
policy.
Yeah.
I'm a very wise man. I'm the wisest of all men who have ever been wise. There you go. Three wise men, nothing on me. I might as well be as wise as all three of them all at once. We are the Beerumverate. We're a group of guys from Sifted.net who like to talk about good beer and video games. We're not here to promote drinking, especially when you get shit-faced as Matt did. Or if you're drinking Fireball, Dan. That stuff's wrong. That stuff. I don't even know why that stuff is even on sale. We're not we're any beers or brews maybe talking about aren't sponsoring us because we're not big enough as a show. And also, if we start drinking, I've got a thing saying refuse booze by my head. Probably not a good idea. Might seem a bit contradictory. Right. So we're talking about what we've been playing this week. So Evan, would you like to kick us off with what's making you hit that spam button like a prepubescent boy in front of a lingerie magazine?
I can introduce my drink first, quickly.
Yeah, we should be doing drinks first.
Suntory.
I just wanted to get that jibe in. I thought that was well dodged, by the way.
It was good. It was good. This is the new Strong Zero Triple Grape.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's new, apparently. I like how on this side it's got it at the top, and they're just like, let's just go for two graphic design things there. It's 9%. It's a chew high.
Jesus.
It says super fruity at the top.
Well, with triple the grapes, I'd expect it to be super.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Why did I? You're supposed to do one of those. All right. Oh fuck! I just spilled it on the floor. Triple grape.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that beautiful
color. Looking good.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that.
That looks like cherryade.
Yeah, the light is a bit deceiving there. Wait, let's see if I can do my let's see if we can do this.
Does it glow?
Yes. I'm gonna burn my mouth off.
You probably would at that stuff at 9%.
That actually was because it went down the wrong chute. That wasn't.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say it's smooth.
Smooth.
Oh no. I think there's vodka in here, so it tastes like triple grape immediately changes to really, really shitty vodka. I've never tasted a thing that switches flavor profiles so quickly, if you can call it that. This can't be consumable to humans. Oh my god, I got 500 milliliters of this. That's 16 ounces.
I'm wondering if that will power a motor vehicle of some kind.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, they could have. I was watching the Avengers. They could have used this instead of the Tesseract to open that fucking portal above New York. Are we starting now? Are we doing beers?
No,
I've got.
You might need to swap your. Hold it right in front of your face, otherwise your background will blend in.
Yeah, no. So.
Oh.
Come on.
That's you. That is you.
It looks like Lagunitas.
Come on. How? So.
Goose
it's Goose Island.
Okay.
Goose IPA, yeah. So yeah, I've never had this, so I thought this time around I would bring something new. Because last time I had a Budweiser, an old Budweiser, just sitting on my table. So I'm gonna taste this for the first time.
Yeah, originally Chicago beer, that company got
and it's
bought
not
out.
bad. It's 5.9, and it's good. It's decent. Yep.
All right.
That's awesome.
So this is what I posted this on Twitter.
Oh, you're so lucky. Brewdog is so good.
But it's Brewdog versus Cloudwater. So it's two breweries who got together to make something between them.
Okay.
And when they say it's cloudy, they weren't lying.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
That's
that
cloudy beer.
that looks like it's you stuck it in the freezer for like 5 hours. It doesn't even look like it's liquid.
Seems to be
It's
the
surprisingly
new style.
good. It's not heavily carbonated. It's really smooth. It's what is it? 6.8. So what everybody's friend on here, Evan Piotrowski, would describe as a session beer.
That's a proper session beer. So is this, by the way.
So it's, I think I said on Twitter, slightly floral, herby finish, and then kind of slightly bitter as you leave it on your palate. Really enjoyable. Obviously, you wouldn't want more than one because you'd be trashed. And also, if someone served me that, I'm thinking, what the hell have you done to it? But it's coming.
It looks like
The
a
can
slushie or
was
something.
properly sealed when I bought it. Though. It's not someone who needs to go and see a kidney specialist or anything trying to mess with me. I'm coming out with all of the jokes today. Right. Has anyone else got anything else? Matt, what were you drinking last week? Or is it just everything?
Just PBR. But by the time I was on the stream, I had 12 or 13.
That's a good number. That's a good number.
I remember you did tell us when you got to like number 19, you're like, this isn't 19. And you just carried on drinking.
Did you were you so trashed that you woke up the next day with loads of half drunk cans everywhere?
No, I woke up on the couch in the living room. Not quite knowing where the hell I was. I woke up and I was like, where am I right now?
With the
This is
tattoo
my
on your
house.
face.
My house. That's right.
Matt, was the Zoom still going on? That's what I was really curious
No,
to know.
Zoom timed out.
Oh, okay.
OBS was still trying to stream to YouTube, but apparently I had stopped
Sweet.
that. Yeah.
See, that's like 13. 13. There's no 13th floor in a hospital. 13 beers will push you over the edge. Final Fantasy 13. It's all just shit. It's all shit.
So there was, what was that film? Was it 21? Was it 21? And it had Jim Carrey in it. And they realised that.
Oh, yeah, that was the terrible film. It's like 23 or something.
23, that's the one. Everything came to 23. Right, on that shit film night, Evan, why have you been battering away at that share button like a...
Well, it started out with Final Fantasy VII
I was going to
Remake.
say something then, but I stopped myself.
It did not start with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Um,
Started long before that.
Can we have a rule on here that whenever we refer to Final Fantasy VII Remake, we also refer to it what it actually fucking is, because it's part fucking one.
Yeah, it is part one, regardless of the ending. I still agree. That my troubles with the share button have started long before that. But most recently, it was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Frustrated with the combat. Finally, it clicked, and despite what my Twitter feed reads like, I like it. I actually like it a lot. And the reason why the share button has been used more since then is because I did one of those play the fourth game in a series and go back to the first game, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I should have done this the other way around. Went to Final Fantasy 15 because I got on this giant JRPG kick, and yeah, man, that game, it's an MMORPG, and the first thing you do is fucking push a car in your broken down car into a petrol stand or gasoline stand, and then you have to go out and kill 3 pests. It even says that, kill 3 pests. It's like the ultimate piss take. It's the biggest joke in JRPGs, go out and kill fucking 3 rats in the sewer, and like they throw it at you like they're trying to subvert your expectations, or like I don't know. I'm 18 hours in and I'm on chapter 3 because all I've been doing is fucking quests. And Matt, you were 100% right.
I told you.
You were 100% right. I'm not going to finish this game in 25 hours. There's like 18 chapters. I'm on chapter 3.
Yeah.
And all I'm doing is going out in that world and
yeah,
Herding cats, literally.
yeah. It's like the worst fucking shit, and it's such a piss take because you go to this location and you got this giant wooden platform that extends all the way out into this like cabana area, and there's a guy sitting at the very end of it that gives you quests, and you have to constantly go from the beach all the way along this long pathway, get the quest, and then come back. It's like, oh my god, have you learned nothing from any other game ever? And I actually talked to Vin a bit on Twitter. What JRPG or Japanese game in recent memory has had good side quests?
Persona 5, maybe?
Did you say
no,
Persona 5?
You'd need me to play a Japanese game.
What about Ni no Kuni? No?
I'm saying like, but like, though a lot of that stuff is go out and kill 3 things and come back to me, or go out and fetch this. Like, think about like say what you will about The Witcher 3. It's got to be brought up at some point. The other that game that series that must not be named will not be named and not be talked about. But like Mass Effect, there's whatever you're doing is like. It has very little to do with the interesting thing about the side quest, that is the interaction with the people or the conversations that it's like Fallout side quests, these types of things. Like Western RPGs seem like
I've heard they've got some of those in Fallout 76 now.
Yeah, how long did that take? What was it? 2017? 3 years?
How about Dragon Quest 11? Because you play that. I didn't yet, so I'm just asking. Like, nothing on that side there either, or
sorry, what game?
Dragon Quest 11.
Dragon Quest 11. Nothing that impressed you in terms of side quests over there either?
Not really. I fucking love that game, by the way. That game is great. It is like the best old school JRPG.
That's why I'm asking, because you seem to like it.
Side quests? No, side quests are very go out and take out giant enemy reward. It really is that, and Final Fantasy 15 is a bunch of that. I like that.
Oh, sorry, I was saying, what about Fire Emblem Three Houses, Matt? You played that?
Yeah.
There's not really any side quests. There's other battle maps that you can go on to grind, but there's no real side quests per se. There's little shit that you can do around the college or the university or whatever where you're at. But it's like picking up gifts and giving them to the characters and doing the social building, not so much a side quest.
Sure. I don't know. I guess I'll wrap it up. What the weird thing is, I actually kind of like playing this game, even though it's kind of Liam's face says it all. It's just confused. I'll beat it for sure. The fighting system is fucking weird. Like, if you hold down the block button, you'll automatically block. You just hold it down. It goes against every fiber of my being to just hold the block button down. That doesn't work in any other game ever.
Fundamentally broken.
It's fundamentally broken. The menu system is one of the worst fucking menu systems. It really is. Like, you start playing this and you're like, has anyone fucking played this game? It's a fucking nightmare. To like go into the menus to try to get your car from one point or another. There's things like the cross button is enter, right? And then when you go to sleep, that's when you bank your XP. So you can't get your XP until you go to sleep. It's stupid. Like, don't try to fix things that aren't broken. So you go to sleep, and then it says to hit next through all the menus, right? Okay, here's your XP, here's this. It's like, okay, cross, cross, cross. And in the last one where you look at pictures that Prompto took, next changes to the circle button. Like, why would you change that at the 4th menu? What the fuck is wrong with you? It is the same shit. Oh, she was just getting a blanket. I thought she was coming to yell at me for being polite.
I thought she was going to bring you a drink.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, you need to calm down. It's the same thing with using the touchpad to put your fucking weapons away in Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm like,
Yeah.
You are fired. You are fired. You fucked up. It's like a game that like the control scheme changes whenever it's like a Google Authenticator where like after 15 minutes the controls just decide to change. Like I posted a thing on the fucking checkpointing thing. Like, okay, so quests have recommended levels, like an MMORPG. You go on your menu, you go down to quest, it says recommended level. A lot of the quests you have is like way over your level, right? But you have them in your quest thing. You go in your car is your main way to get around, right? You have to get in your car and you have to actually go to places, and then some of those places that are deemed parking lots become places you can fast travel for a fee, whatever. You get in your car, and instead of just like, you have your menu and you move your analog stick to a icon on the screen and press X and it asks you to fast travel, there's like a sub level of like things you can choose from, like parking lots, quests, and make your own waypoint, which is totally it's like a middleman that's not necessary, where all I want to do is just hover over an icon and hit that fast travel, yes or no, go. So you get in there and you can go to your quests, and then from there you'll have a list of your quests, and then you go in there and it'll say, okay, you can travel to these points, but it doesn't show you in the menu what the recommended level is. So what if I'm looking for a quest? I'm like, okay, I'm going to fast travel here, but if it's over leveled, I like lose 5 minutes getting there. I'm like, oh shit, why doesn't it say quest name? Here's your recommended level. Here's it's fucked. Menu system really sucks.
So Evan, on the 7 to 10 scale, we're saying this is a 10.
I'd give it like a 7-ish. I don't know why I'm still playing it. I actually kind of.
I told you, dude. 20
hours. I kind of like it for some reason.
I told you.
I have no idea what the game is about. I have no idea.
Evan,
but I'm 18 hours in, and
how can you list all of these reasons and still give it a 7?
Have you read the reviews? All of the reviews say this game fucking sucks. 8.6. All the reviews say that.
I remember. I bought it at full price. Yes, yeah. I remember.
Ouch.
I didn't buy it for that reason.
Ouch.
I'm confused. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
It was in development hell after all, so yeah. That has to be.
I think this tells us something deep inside Evan's psyche, which is that. Well, he's a sadomasochist.
That's what I was going to say.
Who loves either attention or self-flagellation, or the attention about his self-flagellation, or that you're a bit of a completer finisher, and once you start something, you have to finish it.
That's my issue with the quests and why I've been doing all that shit. I like being over leveled in JRPGs, so I can just like mow everyone down. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on.
Did you buy it recently?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh, okay.
I've been just like playing it. Like that's all I've been doing. I wake up at 7:30. I just start playing it, and then it's dark out, and then Ignis is like, "Hey, you try to get in your car," and every single time he's like, "Hey, don't go out at night." I'm like, "I know, because I've seen this cutscene 20 times. Why the fuck are you still telling me this?" Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a really good game. That battle system is good. Final Fantasy 15, I don't know why I'm still playing it, but I'm enjoying myself.
Michael, other than Animal Crossing, which have you been playing Animal Crossing at all?
Yeah. I'm closing in 100 hours.
Oh man!
Wow.
I was gonna ask you how long it took you to fill out your sweet house with all that stuff.
Every week I'm buying turnips, and then I go online. There's this website where you go and sell all those turnips for like really high prices, and you stay in a line. And it's great because I do that.
I'm one to talk, but this game seems so stressful.
Not really, because I just stand in a queue and I mind my own business. I work, I do my stuff, and then the website has like a sound, like "you're next," okay, and I get the dodo code and I visit other islands and I sell them.
So there's a black market turnip Sailing.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Nintendo don't know about. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's so great. Like that website is really well designed, and like you can use it for other special visitors on islands and stuff like that. And it's a nice thing to get into. And it
here's
also
a
helps,
strange Japanese translation thing. Companies that are traded on the stock market are called kabushiki gaisha, and kabu means turnip. It actually
interesting
as a currency, and they did a great localization job because they did a pun on stock market, which is as close as you can get
I've seen that.
to that translation. So good job on the localization for that.
Yeah, and it also helps a lot because my fiance, like, first she made a character on my island, and then she said, like, fuck it, I'm getting a Switch. And she just bought herself a Switch and the game, and now we're playing together and exchanging turning prices and recipes and whatever. Awesome. Yeah, so it's like
Rafa, I was doing that too, but I got bored and moved on.
I'm even deeper into this.
And I bought my wife a Switch and Animal Crossing. I have 2 copies of Animal Crossing, one for me, one for her.
and to make
circumstances are terrible, but that game came out. Yeah. Like at
the right time,
perfect. The right. I shouldn't say perfect. That's not a good word to use. The right time is.
And to make matters worse, I'm kind of catching up on the 3DS version as well because I left that. So I'm playing them.
This guy's fucking double. This guy's double fisting it.
Exactly. Like every like tomorrow I have to buy tournaments again. So yeah, like on both platforms.
Do you have reminders on your phone? Do you got like Excel spreadsheets?
I have reminders for when villagers tell me about their birthdays, because otherwise they just disappear off your island if you don't attend the birthdays. And,
see what happens, Matt, when you fuck with people's birthdays.
Yeah, but besides Animal Crossing, I just started Just Cause 4, which is like complete brain shut off. Like it's so fun. Like I've been playing because I've also recently beat Shadow of the Colossus, which again was another greatly polished and slow game and whatever. And I just
did you just score a touchdown, Evan?
Yes. We all did. He spoke the word. He said Shadow of the Colossus. We all scored a touchdown when that happened.
I'm sorry. Yeah, and I just needed a game like Just Cause 4 because it's super fun and it's so fast and everything.
That's the perfect name for the game as well. It's like just cause, like, just fucking, I'm just gonna play it just cause.
I spent 20 minutes trying to rig a base with tethers and then setting them all. It's incredible. Yeah. That's what I've been playing.
I don't know where to go with turnip economies in video games. Should we just stop there?
Yeah.
Just shut down. I don't think we can ever get this high again. Knowing that there's an online underground turnip economy.
You got to wait in line.
And one more detail about this, because whenever someone has a high price, they actually build structures on their island so that you cannot go anywhere else on that island, so that you follow a strict path all the way to the store on that island. And some people are really, really creative with this and are fully embracing it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And like,
right, there's an IT news show on BBC at 12:30 every Saturday and Sunday called Click. And there was a couple on there. I watched it when I was having lunch with my wife. There was a couple on there who couldn't go to their actual wedding in the real world, so they had a wedding on Animal Crossing.
Oh wow!
Wow.
In June there's an event called Wedding Month or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. People are also using that with Tinder. So they can't meet in real life, so they meet in Animal Crossing. Like, it's really insane. Yeah.
How do you know this stuff?
I don't know. It just pops up in my feed because it's the algorithm, you know. I'm not looking for this.
Is it really that hard to not just meet up on Zoom?
They don't want to see each other. They want the virtual effect of their animals in Animal Crossing, or their little people even.
Probably they write in their bio like 1v1 me in Animal Crossing. You know, they just exchange the codes.
Right, I think we should move on. Animal Crossing and Tinder's just kind of done it for me. Matt, do you want to go next, or what have you been playing? Anything interesting?
Well, I did my second playthrough on Other Worlds, so I finished that, or the Outer Worlds, not Other Worlds, Outer Worlds. I started playing Talos Principle again, which is on Game Pass, and I figured, well, since I haven't unlocked the achievements on Xbox, I might as well do that. So I've been messing around with that, and played Injustice 2 last night with my wife.
That's an interesting one. Will you guys shit talk? Do you shit talk each other?
No, but she gets pissed when I win. But she's actually really good at fighting games. So last night was kind of cool because we ordered out for some Indian food, and then I bought Injustice 2. Which is kind of like one of the early dates that we had.
Evan, are your teeth itching now?
I finished that 500 ml can. I just finished it. I think my head hurts.
I give him about 10 minutes. He'll be done.
I'll be done. I don't even have a chair. It'll just be an empty bed here. Sorry, you ordered Indian food and bought Injustice.
Decided to beat each other up.
Yeah, well, one of the early dates that we went on, we went out to this place that had they had video game systems set up at the bar, and cool. We played Soul Calibur, and she just kicked my ass. Like when we were out, we played Soul Calibur. I won the first 2 matches, and after that, she just kept kicking my ass, and I was like, okay, well, the third one I let you win, but now you're just beating me for real, and it's, really annoying. So anyway, that's just sort of something that we've had going on for years now, and yeah,
that's cool.
Fighting games.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Character of choice in Injustice.
Who went out on this one?
It was pretty even. So, but she's
What's the story like? It's in Injustice. Have you played the campaign through yet?
I have not. I just got it last night, and we just started playing Versus. So,
okay. Have you played through the first one?
No,
because I've got all of the Injustice comics. I haven't read any of them yet.
Okay, it's good. It's a good start.
Yep. Yeah. Well done, me.
Yeah.
Championing.
Yeah, hopefully later on today I can
get me on Corner Comics. I've not read anything. Yeah, that looks all right, innit?
But
yeah. build a wall behind you of all the stacks of the comics that you've had, so you have like this really cool background. Like, oh, look at me, I collect things. I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I could do that.
Or just buy loads of turnips and see if I can carve them into actual currency. Take my turnips back to the store and say, "Can I buy bread with these?"
People try to sell them, like they use like WeChat and other. What's the other app? I think it's an American app. I don't know, but they had like QR
Tinder?
codes, like they were stamping.
Want to see
codes.
My turnips?
The dark world we live in.
Yeah.
Right. DJ Dan, what have you been doing?
I was playing lots of things, but I've been playing this week Gears Tactics.
Nice.
Oh, okay. How's that?
On PC Game Pass. It's good. I'm really missing, the one criticism is like the lack of the overworld. So like the fact if I compare it with XCOM, because it's the kind of similar idea, the fact you can like build up your overworld.
You don't have a home base that you go back to.
You go back to this home screen and you have like a barracks, but there's nothing to do in it apart from like upgrade the individual characters. There is permadeath actually, even though Shane said there wasn't. It's just if you use the main characters for one mission, they are basically they're coming back like they are in actually XCOM, so you can't use them the next mission. So, but the other there's like 3 main characters. And even though I got it on Game Pass, because I downloaded it before launch, I got an extra main character as a pre-order bonus, which I thought was hilarious. And any other character you have in your squad, if they die, they permanently die and you lose them. And then those main characters, if they die in the level, it's game over. So they can never die in the level. So your 4 main characters can never die. If they do, you game over or restart the mission, basically.
How much of a Gears fan and an XCOM fan are you? Like, does this work for you?
Massive XCOM fan. Okay. Played Gears 5 the first time on Game Pass when it came out 6 months ago. So that was my first experience of Gears, because I've not been an Xbox person.
How much of a story is there?
As I said, I'm not really into Gears, so I'm obviously listening to the Game Face one. It's a prequel. It's okay. I'd say the XCOM one's a bit more interesting, where these aliens are taking over the world. It seems a bit more. I know that's the idea of Gears, but I kind of am more drawn to the XCOM vibe just because I've played it from XCOM 1, XCOM 2. Whereas I'm kind of jumping on this for the real-time strategy element. That's kind of what it is. What I will say is it is. I would say if you've never played an XCOM, it is an easy beginner jump in.
Okay.
It's missing some of the better elements, I would say, from XCOM 2. I'd say it's probably more similar to XCOM 1, because some of the changes they made for the second one, I think they did better. They haven't really made that jump. As I said, I got it on Game Pass on PC. So if you've got a PC good enough and you're willing to pay $3 or £3, it's worth picking up, because you'll complete it in a month. And I wouldn't say it's got the replay value of XCOM, but I'm enjoying it. I played about 12 hours this week. So I played quite a lot. So it's all I've been playing.
Solid amount of time.
So I'm enjoying it, but I like that kind of game. And it's been a nice change from Doom, to be fair.
Yeah, one question that I have is there a turnip-based economy in Gears Tactics?
No, sadly, there's no turnip-based economy.
I'm not playing it then.
Hard pass, yeah.
Sorry about it. No turnip-based economy.
Thanks for asking, Keith.
What I would say is the mods you get are pretty good for your weapons, like the upgrade mods. And the side quest thing that I think Shane did mention on Game Face, basically they give you 3 missions and you have to complete 2 of the 3, and it tells you the rewards. Then you can pick what type of rewards you want from that mission. So it's not really a side quest. And I haven't played long enough to get the repetitism, but I can see coming up, again, the missions are starting to be repeated. So I'm on Act 3, I think. Just started Act 3. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying it.
How are the menus? Are the menus like?
They're not anyway like what you were describing.
Okay, good.
What I would say is, though, when you're changing gear from person to person, sometimes it can be quite confusing what's equipped to what, and sometimes it's not very clear. It's just got their name. So if you don't remember which character the name is, you've got to that's the sniper who's got that currently. So it's slightly irritating.
Okay.
That's sort of my criticism.
By the way, it's a solved problem. When I buy something from a fucking store, let me equip it automatically.
I thought you were going to say when I buy something from a succubus.
Yes, so did I.
Hey, I only did that once, and I got away unscathed. I thought we agreed not to bring that up. Let me equip it to the person that I bought it for automatically. It's a solved problem. But anyways, so...
Right, so the 10 minutes ended up being about 6.
Sorry.
And also, it seems like there should have been a loot crate kind of system, which they may have taken out because basically you get these crates, and in the main screen it's like loot, and you click on it, and you click on the loot, and then it has this big and it opens up, and then your add-on jumps in.
Wow.
And it's all free. So I think that it was there, and they didn't remove it, but they removed the microtransactions. That's what it seems like.
Well, unless they add them in later on.
Yeah, we could add them in. Yeah, it's true. And obviously, I'm not completely.
So the free mobile version, they're gonna add that.
Yeah, maybe you can buy the mods later on, and then it'll come to you. Who knows? But at the moment, there's no microtransactions that I can see.
Wow.
But it does feel that.
Because I'll maybe get Dan back in when I start talking about my experience with Doom.
Cool.
Liam, what have you been playing? And first off, if it's anything that involves turnips, we want to hear about that first, obviously.
That's right.
Oh man, I'm actually playing way too much at the minute. Like I keep starting games and then thinking, oh man, I shouldn't have started that, because I'm just gonna have to divvy my time up between all of them, at one time. I'm terrible for that. I mean, I
Trying to set a footing in one of them.
Yeah.
Me too, Liam. Me too.
Yeah.
That's why.
I literally just bought Persona 5 Royal,
Oh,
and I'm like, why did I do that when I've just started Assassin's Creed Origins?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You got like fucking 500 hours ahead of you.
Yeah, and I still haven't finished.
no, that's
Kingdom Hearts.
Odyssey.
You still haven't finished Kingdom Hearts and you bought Persona 5
I still haven't. Yeah,
Smart decision.
idiot. I'm just grateful to God that I finished Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1.
Well done.
Amazing game. I loved it. But
You get Liam's getting bonus points this round.
oh, well, thank you. But
Next quiz, Liam starts with a +1 already, just for saying that.
oh yes, I bloody need it. But the thing I've been playing most of the minute is Call of Duty Warzone. I'm just so freaking into it. Like I play it as many nights a week as I possibly can. I literally just got my 6th win a couple of days ago.
Nice.
And it is satisfying winning in that game. It's just like
How many people are on a map?
150.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The map is massive, absolutely
It is
massive. And they managed to do that because all of the colours are colours from grey all the way through to brown.
Who would Overkey's opinion on this game?
So yeah, it's like in Final Fantasy VII Remake when they just like decided to just take out all the textures in chapter 15 so they could focus on all the stuff that's important. I get you.
Ironically, not quite that bad.
Okay.
But they're still pretty grey.
I've become a Warzone convert, only for plunder. Been playing loads of plunder.
Yeah.
So I re-downloaded it and I've been playing that with some friends, and actually I really enjoy it. I'm still not a big fan of the battle royale though.
I keep going between two. I love the battle royale. I've got to be honest. I love the meta game. I love how different every match can be. How quickly engage in combat. It just keeps winning me over. I thought I would have been tired of it by now, but it's holding my attention more than any other battle royale game has to this point. Like I don't see it waning anytime soon, which is a good part. But yeah, other than that, I'm enjoying Assassin's Creed Origins as well. I was telling Matt before the podcast started, controversially, already enjoying it more than The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's a much better game.
There's somebody out there who's literally going to want to send me a death threat for that. But I can deal with it.
Oh, I've also been playing The Witcher 3 actually, Liam. I've been playing that as well.
For you.
I'm actually quite enjoying it. But
I'm surprised Evan didn't come out with some fighting words.
Let me tell you. Look, I might be north of the Mason-Dixon line, but them is some fucking fighting words.
Fighting words.
Good thing I copied off of Oinky.
This is going really well. Right, Liam, anything else that you've been playing?
I also started Journey to a Savage Planet on Xbox.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why. It
How
seems
is
like
it?
a ton of fun.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I am enjoying it. I don't know when I'm going to get back to it. I don't know why I started it, but it was really fun. I mean, it's, for free on Game Pass, like that game is.
You guys are leaving like open quests in your. I don't understand. You got to finish the game. You got to finish the game you started.
Evan, you know how your quest log looks in Final Fantasy 15 right now?
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's the amount of games I've started and haven't finished.
Evan, I've got 5 games on the go at the moment. I still haven't finished Doom. I've started playing Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm actually playing Gears Tactics.
How do you guys not wake up in the middle of the night with fucking cold sweats?
And then I've just started The Witcher 3. So there you go. That's 5 games.
Oh my god!
Divinity Original Sin 2 and Witcher 3.
I finished Hitman 2 last week.
Wow.
It's very simple how I deal with it, Evan. I don't sleep ever.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's go from game to game.
Right. So
sound advice.
Just leave me then.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. So I've been playing mainly Doom and Fortnite.
Nice.
Doom Eternal or the 20...
Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Yeah, which I'm not enjoying as much as I did the first one.
Yeah, me neither. I just finished it.
the sound design is nowhere near as good. The weapons sound good, but the music and sound mixing is just nowhere near as good as the first one.
Like what's different about it?
It's interesting,
In what way?
actually. I never
So
thought about that,
you
but
know,
you're
the
probably
first
right.
one they made a big deal about having oh Christ, what was the guy's name who wrote all of the music?
I don't know his name, but the music's fucking awesome. I know that.
Yeah,
He was
so
the game director on the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, really? Okay, got a promotion.
Didn't
But
do
I think
as
they
much
had a
of
falling out, so he won't be back for a third one, apparently.
No, he didn't do as much of the music writing because I found more and more the music loops. So in the first game, when you first hit your first fight, you got one track. When you hit the second fight, you got a different one, and the music never seemed to loop. Whereas in this, I've heard all the music multiple times.
I'd agree with that.
So it's more like hearing the battle music in a JRPG over and over, rather than what it was in the first game, which is you may get similar riffs on guitars or maybe a similar kind of bass beat, but every encounter that you had was different and had a different feel to it because the music and the sound design was different. In this, it is really fucking generic. I think I'm just about to start the last level, and
sorry, I was going to say,
Go
Keith,
for it.
What did do you find it's like music's repetitive, but also the enemies are repetitive?
Yeah.
So that's why I stopped and I've stepped away from it because I got
really
bored.
fucking annoying. So there are some times where you feel like, okay, I died because I wasn't managing my meters. So there is you need to manage your ammo, your health, your armor,
which is how the 2016 game kind of was, right? So you're like, okay, I need to manage this shit better, and you get back in, and then you do your job.
Yeah, and also you need to go. But in this one, you have to go back. There's not the real same sense of progression that there was in the first one. The first one, I didn't really upgrade that much to be able to complete the game. This one, I've had to go back and replay levels multiple times.
That is not what those games should be about, going back.
Yeah.
So right now, I feel like a fucking badass because I've gone and replayed levels multiple times to make sure I've got all of the secrets. I found all of the crystal shards to upgrade. I found as many of the bloody armor tokens that you can get to upgrade your armor and some of your abilities that way. But that was the only way that I was going to get through. I was having my arse handed to me so many times just because I was trying to play through encounters and they're just throwing enemies at you from all over the place. And that's when I felt like some of the deaths that I had were a bit cheap. So I was trying to manage my meters, but I'd get trapped in a corner by one enemy, and then you get something else throwing stuff at you from the other side of the screen. You can't double jump because you're trapped in the geometry of the wall around you means that you can't get out. So you're hemmed in. And some of these things where they're saying, oh, you need to keep moving, otherwise you'll die. Well, you've just trapped me in a fucking tiny arena, a fucking square. Where can I move? Especially since the fucking walls are on fire.
Yeah, Keith, I'm glad you mentioned that, Keith, because I felt that playing through the game. I haven't finished it, but playing through the game, I felt a lot of times I was stuck in a corner and then literally you couldn't jump left, couldn't jump right, and you'd just die and you'd be like, oh, well, that's bollocks. So I'm glad you mentioned that as well. So it wasn't just me. I didn't even think about it.
So what I've done is I've replayed loads and loads of levels multiple times, and now I've got 26 extra lives.
Nice. All right, I have a question. So I'm a massive Doom 2016 fan. That game totally blew me. I never played any of the other previous Dooms. I never was a fan in the sense that I just never played them, so I wasn't there for it. That game fucking blew me away. I had the best time.
Leave it there. Don't play this. Don't.
Jesus, really.
I wouldn't go.
Not even a bargain.
I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go as extreme as Keith. I would say wait and get it for like £10 or 10 towards the equivalent of £10. I'd pay for that, but I'm upset now. Like even now, the fact that I haven't gone back to it and haven't finished it makes me realise that actually it was pissing me off.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I've actually
I've-
because
it's
at
so
one
much
point,
of a
as I
teeter-totter.
started, I was really enjoying it, but a lot of the things Keith has just said, I've realised were putting me off, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
now playing.
All right.
I've got issue with how much of the game is actually about platforming as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see videos of that, and I was like, that you guys didn't need to add that.
And
stuff.
there's
I can understand platforming to get to some of the secrets, but the amount of platforming you have to do just to progress from one section of a level to another is just why? Why could you not think up to either getting these things closer together or of a more a less annoying way of doing it? Because it is pretty much early on. And again, if you don't unlock certain upgrades and think about doing things like you get runes, you get armor upgrades, and then you get upgrades for yourself. So health, armor. Yes, I would love a drink, darling. Thank you very much. I'll have a beer.
It's quite nice. It's not for me. I thought she was bringing me a drink. She's like, no, just try it. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're the official taste tester.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife does that. Every time, because my wife mainly because of various different reasons she can only drink certain things because she's got unknown allergies to certain things, and if she drinks something she'll come out with a rash, pretty much. So every time she opens something she gets me to try it first, and because it's kind of, yeah, that's really nice. Great, thank you very much. This isn't mine. Okay.
Yeah, I literally was like, oh, and then she was like, oh, try it, and I was like, oh, okay, back it goes. So that's nice. I can deal with a drink now.
Yeah, the reason I think, Evan, knowing what you are like, you'll want to try and start Doom on a higher difficulty. That's
what I played 2016
for the sake of our Twitter feeds, don't play Doom Eternal is what we're saying.
Like even if you follow like 300 people, it'll just be me. Like, motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Yes, you'll want to play it on a harder difficulty, and you will want to bump the difficulty down because it will piss you off that much. Yeah. So I'm just playing it through on normal. I'm just like, do I really want to? And some of the enemies, who designed the Marauders? That person,
I hate them. I hate them with a passion because it doesn't work.
That's all I've heard from people.
I think it's broken. The fact that when you've got like the timings don't work. So what I decided to do was fire grenades behind them, and it blows them up from behind, and that was the best way to kill them.
So all I've
which doesn't seem like the way it should be
with
doing.
The Marauders is because if you use the ice grenade thing, it doesn't work on them. No. So all I do is just spam rockets and grenades from the shotgun.
Me too.
That's it, and then just keep moving around and spam it. It's no fun. It's no fun beating them at all. But that's the only thing that you can do, because when they do the tutorials, like, here's your super shotgun and look for this. The tutorials as well, fucking every single time a new enemy or new item, you get this fucking tutorial screen. Just absolutely rips you out of the world. It rips and tears you out of the world.
No, I
like that. I like that.
It does it in like you're in a simulation. So it's like a grey room with like blocks, and it is ridiculous. I think that's really bizarre.
Oh, that sucks.
I think
one of the things I love
you can turn them off. I found out you can go into the menus and turn them off.
Okay.
Right. One of the things I love about Doom is when you just randomly encounter a new enemy type, and you're like, oh, how the fuck am I going to beat this fucker?
Yeah, because
that does happen later on. That does happen later on.
Ah, right.
With there's some demons who can buff other demons, and it doesn't tell you. The one time it doesn't come up with a fucking massive splash page. Here's the demon who can buff other demons. This is how you deal with them. So yeah, you just got to figure out you've got to kill this fucker first, because otherwise he'll just keep buffing everything else in the screen. It just makes it harder to kill. Again, something that pisses me off with it is, why are there daily login rewards for a Doom game?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Why are there?
don't
because
use any of them,
Bethesda
but-
think that there's some kind of Fortnite or
Is it
Apex
not for the
Legends.
multiplayer, Keith? Isn't that?
Yeah,
for
it is for the
multiplayer? Yeah, I thought
multiplayer,
so.
but who's playing
I've never
fucking
touched it.
multiplayer?
Yeah, I haven't touched the multiplayer.
I tried
But
to,
yeah,
I
I've been
tried
getting
to
the
log
freebies.
into one game, and I just was like tick 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 tick
It's
tick
like-
tick tick tick. Fuck this shit. Back out.
It's like the Dead Space 2 of multiplayer modes
I
that
know,
just don't need to exist at all.
I don't understand why they keep trying to push multiplayer in Doom, because I remember back
It's
in the day,
Bethesda.
but back in the day, like Doom used to be the single player game, Quake used to be the game you played for the multiplayer.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
separated that shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
seems like
Quake
with
multiplayer is amazing.
it seems like with Doom Eternal, it's like they had a good thing going with 2016, and
They
they just had
shuffle
all
it.
these ideas, and then they tried all of them, but like they didn't need. I don't know, because I've
Yeah,
heard.
it seems
like
the,
I keep
if you
doing
just
this. I gotta
played,
stop doing this.
if you just played the encounters and left the platforming alone, game would be really short.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe
But
that's
actually,
why.
I think I prefer it. I was kind of fed up with platforming, and that's why I will go back and finish it. But that's
Oh,
why I've ended up buying
how is
5
the
games.
how's the swinging, the harpooning shit?
Oh, it's
How
a
is it?
pain in the ass.
Is it? Oh shit! I thought that was
Yeah,
going to be
it
like
can
an
be.
added level of
There's-
combat that was going to be good. Or
But do you know what? It's quite funny because one of the things that you can do is you can spend upgrade points
Yeah.
so that if you get close to a bar that's sticking out and you're trying to swing towards the bar, it's got a bigger catch area. Fuck you.
it's
Yeah.
just like it's upgrades. It just doesn't need to exist.
Yeah.
It doesn't at all.
They've designed how it works, and then they've backtracked it to make it work not as well, and then gated it so
to make
that
you
there's some upgrade
play
system.
longer.
Yeah, it's
make you
like
play
not
longer and
necessary
upgrade.
at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
It's-
shame.
If the only thing they didn't do was put that stuff behind a paywall.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just give it time.
Is it, welcome.
Yeah,
That's
next
true.
game.
Free to
Angry
play,
Us.
gating it.
But yeah, I've been playing lots of Fortnite with my best friend David.
Dave.
I was about to say that.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it
About
down.
to say it.
What was that? James, you said?
So
David
having-
with a J.
Yeah, yeah, the J is it's spelled DJ.
A with the BJ. Yeah.
And we ended up in the what's his name, Trevor.
Oh, did you
Trevor's-
get to that? That's what I was going to ask you about that.
What a fucking shit show that was. So I
don't know why you bother.
Been making now 23 million people watch Trevor Scott. I don't even know if that's his name. Someone laughed at me.
It's
on
Travis
Travis,
Scott.
yeah.
Travis
Yeah.
Scott.
Close enough.
It goes to show how
Okay.
much I give a shit.
You made it. You made it to English. See, he changed his name to Trevor.
So is this the first event that actually forces you to watch it? Like, because I know they've done other concerts before, but
I don't know.
Well,
like the Marshmallow concert or whatever.
Yeah, but
that
I
was.
don't know if I don't know if they actually forced people into
'Cause-
that, or you could choose to go in with the
What about
Trevor
Star
Scott.
Wars,
I'm
then?
going to refuse to use his fucking real name. With this one, we were playing duos, and then all of a sudden we got kicked out. And so when we went to ready up to go into your next game, it just started in the new. It started in the world where the concert was going to be. So what the hell's going on here? We didn't know what was going on. We just thought, okay, we must have, because I went to get a drink and he went to get a drink. And when we came back, we were in this new game. So it's like, okay, we'll just carry on. And eventually we figured out that, no, this is this event and there's a countdown timer going on a stage out in the ocean bit near to some islands. We just, well, fuck this then. We went and we just blew up every single building along the beachfront.
So you can do that. All right.
So the footage that was in Game Face for this week couldn't have been in the game that we were playing because there were no buildings because we'd blown them onto shit. Because it's like, we don't want to be here. We don't want to be doing this. And eventually,
Yeah.
it's, okay, the concert. We thought, okay, we'll see what the concert looks like. and it was just annoying. He's not a very good rap artist, and we just thought, fuck this, we'll back out. The only way that you can back out as well, because whilst the concert's going on, if you back out to the lobby and then go back in, you go back into the concert.
Yeah.
So for the length of time that was on, that was the only thing that you could do in Fortnite, which is why they got 23 million people doing it.
I was gonna say, that's so weird that they make you do that.
It's true.
That is so weird. They
Forced
make
everyone to do it, and then made this big deal about, look at all these people who watch the concert in Fortnite. Well, yeah, if you've got a captive audience, of course,
a captive audience. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we backed out and started playing some Plunder. So, fuck you! I'm not playing this.
You didn't spend the £5 or £5 or whatever it was to get the Travis Scott skin so that you could play that in the next game.
Fuck no.
Yeah, so I think what they should have done was like actually make you go into a separate lobby, like give you an incentive to watch the concert, like give you the skin for free. I don't know, do something about it, but not force everyone to watch it, because I can relate with some of the people that would have, like in that moment, would have only got those 10 minutes to play Fortnite, and they just couldn't. So I can imagine it could have been frustrating. But yeah, also another perspective on this on Travis Scott is I don't like mumble rap. Like, I'm not listening to it. But one day my partners set me and like, let's watch this Travis Scott documentary. And the thing is, he's different from the rest in the sense that he's putting so much effort in all the symbolism that he's doing with his music. I mean,
I must have missed that, because in the lyrics that he was using, it was just generic rap music 1.0.
I agree with that.
I've got money, I've got women, I've got fast cars.
Yeah.
I'm on Fortnite. So yeah, whatever. Can you?
Yeah, the lyrics are crap. The lyrics are craps, but what he's doing on the visualization side, like, that makes a lot more sense where he's coming from, and seeing how that translated into the event in Fortnite, I think that was really impressive. I mean, I can at least I can assure you that they've put a lot of work into that for that to be his exact vision of what that Fortnite event should have been. But again,
I see what you're saying. It comes back around.
I don't think they cheaped out on what the experience was in any way.
Yeah, the issue was that they forced everyone
that went into it. I think this how they did it. I mean, they were very, very realistically modeled Nike Air Jordans that he was wearing.
Yeah, and a suggestion, like they should have made it like Shane said on Game Face. They should have made it interactive, because wherever you're going to look up this event on YouTube to watch it, you know, like, everyone is just jumping around, and it's annoying because you cannot focus on what the event actually was. So for next events, they should actually think about how they could involve players into interacting with the event itself, because watching that,
I'm not being there.
Yeah, okay. watching people how they watched the event, it's not fun. So you want to work.
I just think you might as well just turn on MTV. Surely,
I
don't get what
wasn't fun. Some of the
point is,
I can see where they obviously spent a significant amount of time programming all this. The way that some of the things transitioned, so suddenly you were on the ground and then you were transported really high up. So you were looking at Trevor Scott's feet and his beautifully modelled Air Jordans. I don't know how much Nike paid for getting those in.
Watch The Last Dance on Netflix. It's fucking great, by the way.
We should have bought the stocks for those shoes.
Yeah, and this is where Epic are really clever about how to make money out of this stuff. And they change their events over so frequently that everything's already gone. So there was the Deadpool event, which is still kind of ongoing, but then there was a X-Force specific event which is gone. It only lasted a week. If you wanted any of those skins, fuck you. You can't even buy them now.
Yeah, they have a great model going on. I mean, they're got a lot of people.
It's
they figured it out.
hugely insidious and hugely manipulative. But it works in generating hype and generating people to spend money, because if you don't spend the money, you can't get the stuff. Fuck you.
I'm jealous on that. I kind of want that in GTA Online.
Well, so the thing that concerns me is, having played Fortnite quite a lot recently, I'm seeing the creeping nature of that into things like, I don't know, Doom. Daily login bonuses, and you earn skins from playing in the real world. I thought I was going to get some new suit of armor. No, I've wasted two things that you collect in the campaign to unlock armor skins to play.
I was so pissed off about that. The big things, I was like, oh, there's armor in there. I put them in, and then it was like, this is a skin. I'm like, what? Like, I thought it was like stronger armor. I was well pissed off when I did that. Absolutely pissed off.
And you don't see it anyway, right?
That really upset me.
Yeah, you don't, do you?
Because it's first person, so it like. Because I got happy in Far Cry 5 when I could wear like Voss skin from Far Cry 3, and then I was like, oh, wait a second.
Like, oh shit, I can't fucking.
But next gen there will be like all the ray tracing things, and then you can see yourself in all the mirrors.
But then you've got me who's saying I've got loads of skins in Apex Legends, and it's a first person game, but that's more about other people being able to identify what I have rather than in Doom, because I can't even play the fucking multiplayer because no one's playing the fucking multiplayer because no one plays Doom for the fucking multiplayer.
Right.
I see a pattern. Like all the companies are trying to put these methods in with daily logins and what you said, and then people revolt against it and they don't do it again. Like with Ubisoft right now, they just announced that there's no multiplayer and no harsh online elements. It will just be
in Assassin's Creed game they put in all sorts of time savers and bullshit that you can buy.
I don't think they'll have that for the next game. But
they will.
Were you talking about Watch Dogs Legion?
Well, they'll have it in all of them, like time savers. If you want this brand new boat early, well, you can buy it.
You see a trend, like they go hard on these practices, and over time with future installments they just take them out gradually. So it's like some sort of baptism. So maybe that's what Bethesda's doing now with Doom, and they are going in hard on these, and then in future installments
you think they would have learned their fucking lesson from Fallout 76, but no.
Rafa, to be honest though,
maybe it's for a franchise.
I probably won't buy the next Doom at launch after playing this one, to be fair. Whereas
I traded in Control.
So big move
to get
if you
Doom
enjoyed that
Eternal.
game.
And sort of, I should have played through the DLC on Control, but I was a bit controlled out at the time.
But I probably won't buy the next Doom at launch. I'll probably buy it on.
I probably won't buy the next Doom.
Yeah, at all. Yeah, fair.
Unless they take all the criticisms that they received from this installation and just reevaluate why people liked 2016 Doom game so much.
I'm sure they'll do after Evan plays the game and shares everything on Twitter.
And what's kind of fucked up is I have my record.
You've got to now.
If you I suppose so. If you hold share down, you'll do the video recording. I have it set to 3 minutes in my settings, which is terrible because I have like 8 gigs of like Final Fantasy 15 shit already because it's saving 3 minutes of gameplay every time I hit the fucking button. I need to shorten that down to 60 seconds.
I went and deleted all that because I realized I was like, why have I got no space left? And I went into my system and realized I had like 20 gigs of like videos and screenshots of when you get the trophy. And I was like, what that? So I just went through and deleted everything.
Mine is set on 15 minutes for whatever reason, and I keep forgetting to turn it down. And until recently, I don't think you could. I mean, it came in.
You can now.
I definitely need to turn it down to 60 minutes.
Thanks for that, Evan. That's like, well, if you don't chain up your front bike wheel now. Horse is bolted.
Yeah, you get your fucking bike stolen because someone else just. There is a little lever like on the front of the bike. You just go, it's off. That's all you got.
I remember when I used to work at a job in Putney. There's a guy who got so fed up of having his bike stolen, he used to take the seat and the front wheel off and bring it into the office with him.
Yeah,
Try stealing a bike without a seat and a front wheel.
Yeah.
There you go.
I knew my dad's mate back in like the 90s when everyone stole hubcaps. He'd take his hubcaps into work with him and then come and put them back on because it got to the stage of like 3 days in a row he came out and his hubcaps had been nicked. So he then took them in with him and then came back and put them on.
I should actually say well done to Evan for using a British colloquialism of the words piss take in.
Oh, it's one of the best things I've adopted into my
lexicon.
It says so much, and if I had to use any other wording, it would take way too long. Piss take is one of the best inventions ever. In terms of bikes, quickly, I accidentally left my $600 bike in front of a convenience store for 3 days unlocked.
3 days?
Well, because it's like it's a 2-minute walk from my house. But so what happened is, I had biked around the city and I stopped at the convenience store closest to my house, which is a 2-minute walk. This fucking triple grape is killing me.
I'm stealing that. A 2-walk.
So a 2-walk. So I went to the convenience store, but I'm so used to just going to the convenience store and walking back to my place. I parked my bike. I went in and I walked back to my place. 3 days later, I walk out and my bike is not in its parking space in front of the apartment. I'm like, where the fuck is my bike? Like, oh shit, I left it at the convenience store like 3 days ago. I went back, it was still there.
Japan.
Yeah, that yeah. Japan.
Japan. That's what I was referencing. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, if I go
so is that just like a
corner shop, if I go into a little corner shop in Cambridge for just a few seconds, like I need to lock my bike. Like, there's no way I can even leave it for 5 minutes.
Well, and I will say, like, stolen bikes in Japan is a thing. It happens all the time. I don't know. I mean, how the hell my bike was not stolen in that amount of time? Yes, Japan is part of it.
Well, I think it was because of your association with the Yakuza and actually having a well-dressed suited man standing next to your bike for 3 days until you came back to claim it. Probably helped a bit.
Or Evan, someone did nick your bike, used it for a few days, and then just left it where they got it. And then actually you'll never know.
with the same stickers and the same
Just used it. Well, no one's using that. I used that today.
It makes more sense. Yeah.
Right. How are we doing for time?
We're coming up on 120.
Okay. Do we want to carry on, or?
I think we should probably call it. Everybody's given their what they've been playing for the week.
Okay.
Just a quick thing. I also been playing, because I forgot to say it, Flat Out 4, the racing game.
Oh.
I've been a fan of it, and yeah, that's great too. I recommend it. It got 6 in reviews, but it's still enjoyable. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I might be playing next in terms of multiplayer games, picked up Warhammer Vermintide.
Oh,
so
interesting.
And
That's
how much
okay.
was
I've heard that's good.
It was 20 quid for the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, I'll be keen to play. I might pick it up and I'll be keen to play online. I've heard good things
so
about
I think
it.
it's like Left 4 Dead, but set in the Warhammer universe.
Yeah.
And I read some of the reviews and said it's good online fun.
Cool.
So I think I convinced my mate James
David
to pick it up as well. So if we get bored of Fortnite, or if there's another Trevor Francis William Scott concert on, we'll be playing something else instead.
Author Trevor Francis William Scott. I love everything that guy's written.
Right.
Has
Matt, do you
anyone
want- do you-
watched the Michael Jordan documentary on Netflix?
Do you know
No.
what? I
Great.
started watching the first episode and thought this was a boring load of bollocks.
Ugh, it's so good.
All right.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying it, so I wonder if anyone was watching.
And I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan. I fucking hate the Bulls, but you know, you can't deny Jordan. I mean, he was prolific.
I think we should all check out Streets of Rage 4. That's what we'll be playing next.
Oh,
It's on
yeah,
Game
my
Pass.
friend's been playing
It's-
that.
Yeah.
It's on Game Pass.
All right, so we've
It's on
got.
Game Pass. Fuck, I've got to spend
I know.
18 quid on that on PSN.
You guys can't see it, but I've got a piece of paper here, and
I just received a notification like before starting the stream.
David is Keith's friend. James is Keith's mate.
No, so you got it wrong again. So write it down. Pin it next
Wait,
to your monitor.
Wait, who is James? Who's
Oh, so James actually exists.
James is
James
your brother,
actually
isn't he?
exists.
Oh, okay.
It's-
So
it's-
I
James
will,
is your mate Dave's brother. Is that
I
right?
will timestamp
Okay.
I will timestamp the clarification for
And
further
right, so
reference.
we're all set
Okay.
for tomorrow morning for Evan streaming.
Yep.
So you can use the share button again, Evan. So
Yeah, please do. I'd like to watch, Evan.
You won't
And I'd like
suffer
to
any
also-
anxiety syndromes from not
Don't-
using the share button.
doesn't work.
Where can I
anymore.
watch it? Where will I be able
Evan's
to watch
Twitch
it?
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have one. So I guess if I
Um,
If your
It'll-
friend's on
it'll pop up on
PlayStation,
Twitter.
if your friend's on PlayStation, it will come up the stream
Yeah,
on your
we're
PlayStation
friends on
feed.
PlayStation. Yeah,
You can jump into it.
yeah, I'll check it out.
All right, 4:30 p.m. Sunday.